I just ate the most glorious pizza I've ever put my lips on. Okay, that was weird. Happy New Year for all those who celebrate it. Okay. Thank God it's 2026. 2025. Oof. I'm here still. I need to sit back on my chair, bro. It was a lot. I think everybody can agree that 2025 was fucking chaos. What even was it? What even happened over the last 12 months? Like me personally, I'm just glad that 2026 is here now, and 2025 was then. You know, it's behind us now, because I like just the fact that I can say, oh yeah, that was last year, for all the shit that happened last year. That's pretty peak. Like 2025 didn't have, like, it wasn't completely awful and terrible and awful and bad and terrible. For example, moved into the new abode with the family. I'm being messaged. Sorry. I started to go to college, doing drums, playing the drums. Just a lot of. It was right. Okay. So last year was the year. It was about August. Sorry. It was about August. Broke up with my girlfriend at the time because she wasn't nice, and she's essentially haunted me since then because she wasn't that nice, and I think it is just because first relationship, which meant it was all new. Sorry, my chair spins, so I might just be doing this the whole thing, the whole time. I haven't uploaded in a while because I don't have a reason. Actually, I have a video in the archives that I was going to post, but then, like, pardon me, I forgot. What was I saying? Yeah, so got out my first relationship, and just now, just the fact that it's 2026, and I can say that was last year. Like, oh yeah, the person from 2025, you know, like, it's kind of like you have a nice big door, and from, say, November until December 31st, I was running towards this door. Get me the fuck out of here type shit. And now that I'm finally there, I can slam that door closed, lock it, put a chair there, put a bed in the way, lock it again, put another chair there, and then put an anvil there, and then, like, set up a booby trap in case anybody tries to escape. I can just lock that door and never go back in. And it's excellent. And 2025 was great. That's the thing. I just spent a whole year of my life in that year. That's a whole year of my life. That's 365 days of me living. And I refuse to say, oh, that year sucked. Because it didn't. Now I'm just contradicting myself, but hear me out. I will admit, 2025 was kind of rough throughout for my mental health. For my mental health. And my mental health. But I will not say that 2025 was an unhappy year. I know that the world is fucking exploding right now. But personally, I'm right as rain. I'm feeling as good as I ever have. And everything in life is to do with perspective, right? That's something. You choose if you have a bad day. Maybe that sounds a bit arrogant. Maybe you've had, like, the worst fucking day of all time. That's fair. See, if terrible, terrible shit has happened throughout your whole day, that's fine. But if there was a minor inconvenience or two, maybe scattered around the day, in the end, it's up to you to choose how your day was, how your year was. And depending on your mindset, can I squish myself? Right? Sorry. Depending on your mindset, that can choose how good or bad your experience was. And I think about stuff that I went through in 2025. I think about it, and it makes me sad sometimes. But then I remember, hey, that's not now anymore. That's in the past. Calm your beans, buddy. It's not a problem anymore. And I'm like, I guess I'm kind of happy again. It's weird because I've been documenting my experience over the past few months on this channel. I can't remember when I started uploading shit again. Because see, if you look at my videos from years ago, it was me posting like Call of Duty clips. I still play that shit, by the way. BO7 is ass. I was going somewhere with that. What was I saying? Oh no. Talk about Call of Duty and then I said something about the past and then... I don't know. I'm human. I make mistakes. I forget what I'm saying because I distract myself. I love Reese's. Reese's are yummy. I'll be munching on that when I'm done. Oh yeah, I've been documenting my experience, my grief essentially, throughout this whole relationship thing. And a lot of shit has happened in between. Something recently actually, that I might just talk about at some point because drama. Whoever's listening, you can get the drama. You can get the tea in my life. But it's like, right, I came across a video last night. It was I was struggling to sleep, so I typed up Ephemeral Rift. He's my favourite ASM artist. He's very great, he's very funny, but recently he's just kind of became a psychopath. Anyway, he made a video, it was like ASMR for people who are angry or upset. And me, lying in bed at like 3 AM, calm as a cucumber, I'm like, huh, I'm not upset, I'm not angry, I'm totally fine. And then I went on the video and I saw that I already liked it. And that was quite profound to me. Did I watch this when I was upset, when I was angry, at some point years ago? Because if I did, then I'm not angry now. And that made me feel really fucking safe. Because in the end, what does upset you does go away. To an extent, of course. When it comes to people, when it comes to relationships, maybe you lost a friend, maybe you lost a girlfriend, a boyfriend, anything in between. Maybe if something didn't work out with someone, it does hurt for a while, but then also you can look back in a couple years and be like, huh, remember when? You know? You can think about it and it doesn't feel like anything anymore. That's where I want to be with my past relationship. And I'm not forcing it. That's something that I'm really set on. I'm not going to force myself to be fake and essentially undermine what I'm feeling. That's not something anyone should do. Because that'd be silly and that would be mean. That'd be mean to yourself. But I wanna go through self growth this year. I wanna be able to deal with stress and being upset and negative emotions in a way that I can flip into a positive, pardon me, a positive outlook essentially. Although if it is just like a terrible thing that's happened, I'm not gonna question it. I'm not gonna sit here and wonder like, why didn't I say that? Like when I'm in the shower or whatever, you know, sitting in the shower, thinking about an argument you had, you're like, why didn't I say that? Why didn't I comment on his weird glasses? You know, I don't want to do that. I want to be more present too, and I do think this is gonna help because I don't know if you could tell, but I really like talking. I like yapping. That's the best way for my brain to output things, and that's something that I feel bad for my friends because I don't show up, but they deal with me and I really appreciate that. But and that's about it. And if you've sat and watched this for like 10 minutes on the dot now, thank you, you know, and I don't want you leaving without nothing. So I'm gonna give you some advice for 2026. Think about yourself. This is your year to be selfish, you know. If 2025 was rough like it was for me, like it was for everybody else on the fucking planet, take care of yourself, you know. Treat yourself. Treat yourself to something nice, you know. Get a Reese's every so often. You know, wear Christmas pajamas in April. Just do it. Do stuff that makes you feel good because this is your year. Take deep breaths. If you're stressed, just take these breaths. That's something. It's deep breaths is literally, it's like the equivalent of waking up at 4 a.m. and drinking a crisp bottle of water that's just chilly as fuck, except there's no water. You know, deep breaths always help. My neighbour's singing right now. Anyway, take it slow. You know, no rush. There's no rush. You've got the whole year to do what you need to do. That's something. And always have a lovely candle in your room. I've leaned my phone against my vanilla candle on my bed right now. That's why we've got this weird fucking angle. And I'm gonna light it as soon as I'm done. I'm gonna get in some jammies and I'm gonna chill the fuck out for the rest of the night. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Thank you for listening. If you have, maybe I just look insane. Maybe I'm just talking to myself again. But take care, and I wish you the best for this year. I wish you the best, and just eat good food, man. Just eat good food.